Well, hello, this is Lynn from North Central Texas, and I'm trying to do this recording in the middle of a thunderstorm, so you might hear lightning and thunder in the background. I went out there and cut the rest of the eggplant that I told you I was saving for seed. And I'm going to try to get the seed out of it. The only thing I don't like about doing this is it turns your fingers dark. I mean, it has seeds in there, but the flesh of the, you can see the seeds in there. Just the way the eggplant will turn dark after it's cut, the juice will turn your fingernails dark. And it's kind of impossible to do this with gloves on, so you've got to put up with letting your fingers get a little bit dark. But these are the good eggplant that kept growing in my yard and kept putting up new plants. So I wanted to make sure that I saved some of the seed from it. Yeah, we really needed this rain. But it rained kind of lightly all day, but now we've got a downright thunderstorm. I mean, it just had a good flash of lightning a few minutes ago, and then a good thunder boomer right behind it. There's not many seeds in there. In this one anyway. And they're getting all up under my fingernails. And they want to stick to your fingers. So to do this with gloves on would be impossible. Because you see there's a few seeds down in there. And I've just been using my knife mostly to get the seeds out, because it's kind of a tedious job with eggplants. You have to be careful that your seed doesn't jump everywhere. Seems like most of the seeds are right down here in the bottom. On these anyway. Yeah, they're right down on the bottom side of it. They're not throughout the whole thing. Doesn't look like it. But as long as I get enough seed out of it to plant more, I'll be happy. And there's quite a few in this one. But you got to get your fingers dirty to get in there to get them. Because like I said, it turns your fingers dark. I don't know why the juice of the eggplant does that. But it will. But they're not like some of your other, like okra, when your okra pod's dry. You get the seeds out of that real easy. And if I'd have let these completely dry, I may have gotten them easier out of this too. I thought I had left them on there long enough, but maybe I didn't. But the seeds should be okay, I think. I'm getting a few seed. I don't think the seeds in this one was completely developed or something. Some of the seeds are, though. They're good. I can look at them and tell these seeds are good. What of them are in here? Because you see, they're just all wedged down in there. You have to kind of dig down in there and get them out. But I wanted to show you that because I was, I didn't want some of you to try to save seed from your eggplant that you left on the plant to dry and then get discouraged because they're so hard to get to and think maybe you're doing it wrong, because you're not. They're just kind of hard to get to. And sometimes you'll think you get them all and you go back and you see there's more in another section. Right, these are just buried down in the flesh, so you got to dig them out. Some don't want to come out. After this rain, they may produce more. And I'm trying to keep them all here on the paper towel so they'll dry. But they're aggravating little things to get to. Like I said, you got to dig them out and then they want to stick to your finger. You can see that it's just, the seeds are just all down in there. See them down in there? Like a little cocoon of seeds. But I'm getting quite a few seeds out of them. Must admit, yeah, they kept predicting this rain and it seemed like they just kept putting it off and putting it off, and I was beginning to wonder we weren't going to get any. And then it did rain just a little bit today. And even though it started up thundering and lightning, it would sound like it was getting pretty rough out there. It's kind of tamed down right now. It's just raining a little bit. Got more under my fingernails than I got in the paper towel to dry. Yeah, so if you have the same problem, don't feel discouraged, because that's just the way these things are. They're all like in a little cocoon of seeds. And sometimes the only way I can get them out is just to kind of dig my fingernail in there and pop it out. And then they want to stick to my fingers. And I try to pop them out with the knife, they go flying. So I guess it's just have to get my fingernail in there and get my fingernail black from the eggplant. It's a tedious job, no doubt about it. But if you like eggplant, I guess it's worth it to get your seeds. And it might be easier if you let the eggplant completely dry. These fooled me. I thought they were drier than what they are. So I'll know next time to leave them on a little bit longer. Even way past the time I think they're ready to get to, to harvest the seeds. Because I don't like turning my fingers dark. It makes my fingers look dirty. That's all of that one. They're just all stuck to the flesh, and it's kind of hard to get them off. Like I said, unless you just get your fingernails in it. And then they stick to my fingers. I will definitely let them dry a little bit longer next time. But I already got these in, so. Could have still eaten these, but wanted to go ahead and get the seeds out of them. They didn't stick to your finger so much. And I don't guess you can see what I'm even doing. But I'm taking the knife and I'm kind of scraping the seeds all out. Because it's either use the knife to scrape them out, or you got to get your fingers in there. Because see, they're down in there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I thought these, since they were turning the colors they were turning, they started to look funky. I thought they were dried up, but they're not. They were still edible. Did you see all those seeds? It's a bunch of seeds in there. But hey, when you find something that'll grow and does good in your yard, even through a drought, I'm definitely going to save the seeds from them. Because if they'll grow in the drought that we've had this summer, got seeds everywhere. You know, this coming summer, hopefully when we don't have a drought the way we did this summer, it should grow even better. So, yeah, those seeds are down in there. They're not like a cantaloupe or a pumpkin that you just cut it out and all the seeds are right down in the center. These are just like dug down in the flesh. And you got to dig them out. If they were all as easy as getting pumpkin seeds out of a pumpkin, or squash seeds, or even cantaloupe seed, melon seeds. I mean, those are the easiest things in the world to get those because they're all in the center. You scoop them out, wash them off, and you got all your seeds for the next season. Yeah, I'm going to have to soak my fingers in Clorox bleach or something. They are terrible using this, getting into this eggplant. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And I'll put the rest of that eggplant that I've just got the seeds out of into my buckets for compost. And a few of those seeds that I got left will probably voluntarily come up. But this is a small price to pay to get your seeds, so you don't have to buy seeds the next year. I mean, I still have a lot of flower seed to harvest. I've got a ton of moonflower seeds to harvest yet. I mean, look at all the seeds right there. There's a ton of them. And I think I'm just going to lay that piece right there and let it dry, because when I try to get the seeds out off of it, they pop everywhere. I'll have them in the floor, and everywhere else. But I'll leave them here on the paper towels and let them dry for a few days. Clean all the other stuff out of them and put them in my envelopes to save them for next season. And like I said, there's going to be a few of the seeds left. In the scraps right there in that bowl. Because I know I didn't get every single little one of them out. Got them stuck to the knife. That's gritty. When it gets under your fingernails, I can't handle it. But I wanted to show you. I mean, I think I've showed you one time before the progress on me saving seed. But look at all those seeds. That right there is going to be well enough to plant my eggplant for next year. And I don't even have all the eggplant in yet. But look, I've got already saved a ton of moonflower seeds. That's all moonflowers in those envelopes. And I've been putting envelopes in this box because, I mean, I've got so many. I mean, look at all the envelopes right there. They're all full of seeds. That's okra, peppers, squash, melons, all kind of stuff that I had growing in the yard. The kajari melons. And I've just been putting them in the little brown envelopes as I can get them and putting them in here. So, I mean, that's saving a lot of money when you do that. You save your own seeds. And then that's going in the compost, I mean in the buckets out there. I'll take that out there tomorrow. I'll cover it up with my seeds. So the bugs don't try to get in it. But yeah, I mean, why buy a bunch of seeds when you can save a ton of seeds just from what you planted? I mean, that was one little melon that I cut today, one of the ones that got ripe enough to cut. And look at all of those seeds from it. And that was just one little melon, a really small one. It was about the size of a small grapefruit. But look at all the seeds. I'll never be able to plant all the seeds that I'm saving next year, but hey, I don't care. I'm going to save my seeds anyway. I might give some away, might even sell some, because I've got a website or a section on Poshmark. I don't know if a lot of you people have heard about it, but it's Linda Hauser at Poshmark.com. But Poshmark is a selling tool that people sell all over the United States. And you can sell clothing, electronics, furniture, seeds, anything. So I've been listing some of my seeds on Poshmark. So if any of you are familiar with Poshmark, go to my section and check out. I think I'm selling moonflower seeds and I'm selling melon seeds so far. And I may put a few more depending on what kind of seeds I get. So with that, I'm going to wish you a good night. Y'all have a great evening. Please like, share my videos, and subscribe to my videos. And again, have a blessed evening.